Hey, boys and girls. I hope you're having a good day so far. I thought I would put my video on here so you could just see me for a little bit of your day. I have my little helper Hoosier here recording our video. So let's go ahead and jump into our number talk. This says Nahim gathered 8 leaves for a science project. He only needed 4. It says, how many extra leaves did he gather? I've underlined the words, how many extra. Does that tell you you're adding or subtracting? If you said subtracting, you are correct. So go ahead at this time and think, what is 8 minus 4? If you got 4, you are correct. Here's the next problem. Juliana had 15 oranges. She shared 6 with her friends. How many does she have left? I've underlined the words how many and left. Does that mean that you are adding or subtracting? Yeah, if you ever see the words how many are left, that means that you are going to take away or subtract. So you need to think, what is 15 minus 6? I'll give you a second to figure that out. All right. So 15 minus 6 is 9. If you said 9, you are correct. Our last story is Mina had 38 pages left to read in her book. She read 9 pages before bed. How many pages does she have left? Again, we see those words, how many and left, are underlined. On the last page, we said that that means we are subtracting. So you can go ahead and subtract 38 minus 9. If you need to use your number line or number grid to count back, that would be okay. 38 minus 9, you should have gotten the answer 29. All right, so today we're going to explain how we solved a subtraction fact using the think, addition, and doubles strategies, because it's teaching us another way for mental math and will help you increase your speed for math facts. Now, I'm going to say that this lesson can be kind of confusing. This whole chapter 3 or unit 3 is just showing you different ways to subtract. So if this doesn't make sense to you, it's okay, because your brain knows a different way to subtract. All right. So don't get hung up if you don't quite understand. You can just subtract like you normally would if this doesn't make sense to you. All right. So we are going to be successful today by thinking of doubling the smaller number, and then we are going to think, did I get the larger number? If you did not get the larger number, or if you did and you answered yes, you're going to write the number that you doubled on the line. If you did not get the larger number, you may need to count up 1 or down 1 from that number that you added to write the new number on the line. So let me show you what that looks like, okay? We are going to go ahead and do some mental math with our partners. I know it says with our partners. I'm your partner today since this is online, all right? But I've put the number grid here for you in case you need to use that for adding and subtracting. All right, so look at the green problems. If I was trying to figure out 6 plus 7 equals what, I could either double the 6 or I could double the 7. So if I'm doubling 6 plus 6, that's your doubles fact. And you guys pretty much know your doubles facts. But if you need to, you can look at the 6 and count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we get 12. Okay. All right. And then we can either also do 7 plus 7. So I could find 7 and count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I got 14. Okay, so you see here, the 6 would be the same, but I'm going to add 1 to the 7, right? So 12 plus 1 would be 13. And if I started with doubling the bigger number, 7 and 7, now this 7, 1 less would be 6. So if I had 14, I would get 1 less for 13. Okay, so that could be the confusing part. So again, if you know just 6 plus 7, that's fine. So let's look here. We have 5 plus 5. All right, you guys should know 5 plus 5 is 10. All right, and then 6 plus 6, and we should know that one because it's already up here, is 12. So if I wanted to figure out 5 plus 6, I could double the 5, which is up here. And if I did that, you see this 6 is just one more than the 5. So I'm going to do one more for my answer, which is 11. Or if I had two 6s, I see that this 5 is one less. So 12 minus 1 would be 11. Okay. Now here we have 8 plus 8. So I could find 8 and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I get 16. Or I could double the 9. I could find 9 and count 9 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I get 18. All right. So if I was wanting to know 9 plus 8, I could double the smaller number 8 and do 8 plus 8 equals 16. But you notice this 9 is one more, so you could add one more to your answer, which is 17. But if you double the bigger number, you see the 8 right here is one less. So my answer would be one less than 18. So 18 minus 1 is 17. All right. So I have a question at the bottom here. Let's wait till this disappears so you can see. All right, it says, how might a doubles fact help you solve a subtraction problem? And the hint is a fact family. If you remember your triangles, you can add two numbers to get the top number, or you can use the top number to subtract and get one of the bottom numbers. All right. Okay. All right, let's take a look at my model. I know that 3 plus 3 is a doubles fact and it equals 6. All right, now that can help me because I know my related facts for my fact family. If I turned it into subtraction, the 6 would be at the top of the triangle. So 6 minus 3 equals 3. All right, so to be successful today, I'm going to think of doubling the smaller number and then think, did I get the larger number? So let's take a look at my first problem. Okay, I'm going to scoot my video up here. So you can see down here it says, knowing that 6 minus 3 equals 3 can also help me find a close to doubles fact. So at the bottom you see 7 minus 3, and I've underlined the 3 because it's the smaller number. So my first step in blue to be successful says, think of doubling the smaller number. So if I double the 3, 3 plus 3 equals 6. Okay, now did that equal the 7? No, that's one more. So I'm going to add 3 to double it plus one more. Okay, so what I had to do was count up one more because this 7 was bigger than the 6. Okay, now if I look here, 5 minus 3, we have 3 again underlined because in the blue step it says to think of doubling the smaller number. So 3 plus 3 is 6. Did I get the 5? No, that's one less. So I need to count down one more. So I don't double and get 3. I've got to take 1 away. So that would be 2. All right. Now, you know that 8 plus 8 equals what? If you said 16, you are correct. So that's going to help you with your related fact. Okay, because 6 minus 8 equals 8. Or sorry, 16 minus 8 equals 8. All right, so we're going to look at a couple facts that are close to that, and we're going to think of doubling the smaller number. So if we had 17 minus 8, we see that 8 is underlined because it's a smaller number. So if we doubled 8 plus 8, we know that's 16. Did you get the answer 17, the larger number? No, so it's one more. So we're going to count up one more. So we added 8, right? So if we add 8, we're going to count one more. So that would be 9. So 8 plus 9 equals 17. All right. The next one says 15 minus 8. So again, you see the 8 is underlined because you need to double the smaller number. So 8 plus 8 equals 16. Now, did you get the bigger number 15? Again, no, that's one smaller than 16. So we're going to count back one. So instead of adding the 8, right, okay, to get 16, 15 is one less. So we're just going to take one away, and that would be 7. Okay, so 15 minus 8 is 7. All right, let me move my picture again. All right, so I want you to open up to journal page 58. We are going to do number 1 and number 2, box A. Here's A and here's A together. And then you're going to do box B and B on your own. All right. So for number 1A, it says to solve the doubles fact, and then you can use that to help you solve the 2 subtraction facts. So if we know 4 plus 4, that would equal 8. So you can go ahead and write 8 in your paper right here. So now if I use my fact family to turn that into a subtraction problem, 8 would be at the top of the triangle. So 8 minus 4 would also be 4. So we're going to put 4 here. Okay, now you notice I added 1 right here. So this answer needs to add 1 more here. Okay, so instead of 8 minus 4 equals 4, we now have 9 minus 4. It should equal 1 more, which is 5. So you can write 5 in the line. All right, down here, let's do 2A. It says to think of a doubles fact that can help you solve each problem. You're going to record your helper fact and then solve the problem. So again, this is where we're going to think of doubling the smaller number. So 9 or 5, which one is smaller? The 5 is smaller, right? So let's go ahead and write the doubles fact. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Now you notice 9 is 1 less than 10. Okay, so instead of 5 plus 5, okay, instead of 5 and 5, if we got rid of 1, that would be 9, right? So our answer has to be getting rid of 1 as well. So instead of doubling with a 5, you have to get rid of 1. So 9 minus 5 equals 4. So you can put 4 on this line right here, okay? If this is confusing, all we did was write a doubles addition fact for the small number and then just subtracted 9 minus 5, okay? So go ahead at this time, you can work on letter B. Here, just do 9 plus 9, 18 minus 9, and 17 minus 9. And then over here, you can do double the 7 on the line, and then do 13 minus 7. All right. When you're done with this, you're going to actually move on to your coin worksheet. All right. So I will see you back on here again tomorrow.